All right, thanks, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. All right, much appreciated, Coach, as we welcome all of you to our exclusive coverage of the National Football League on EA Sports. The scene a few moments ago, here it is. It's unlike any other in sport as both teams made their way out of the tunnel. These folks are fired up as their guys are ready to do battle between the Houston Texans and the Memphis Hounds. The children will groan. It's the final weekend of summer, but we've got the NFL, and we're underway on EA Sports. It's a short kick, taking it to 15. And they're going to start this drive in pretty good shape as they get it up past the 30.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33. They'll run for the first time with Johnson. Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. He was well over 100 yards last week. He told us this week, a little ambitious, that he wants to hit that 200 mark. We'll see.
Makes sense, though, doesn't it? Have we ever run into a running back that had a great game the week before that didn't think that's just going to naturally continue? Just make sure you feed me the football. And that's what they're all about. Continuity, rhythm, number of carries. Just keep giving it to him.
On 2nd down, it's Moss. And nothing doing. He's immediately taken down at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain that time as it's going to leave him with a 3rd and about 3 to go. 3rd play of this opening drive as they're looking at a 3rd and 3. They'll try and run for it. Here's Johnson. And he'll be brought down with the 1st down and a late flag here too. And he may get a few more tacked on for good measure. So the face mask, quite a blessing there as they'll start out of harm's way with a 1st and 10. They'll run it now out of the gun. And he'll take this one in for a Texans touchdown. A great play there. His 3rd touchdown now on the year as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And it's now a 7-0 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get across the 20 before he's brought down at about the 23-yard line.
Ready? 70, Indy. I got it. Jay, lock it. Ready?
Now a first carry for Derrick Henry. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. 16 yards right off the bat and a 1st down.
How many times do we say in this game that speed kills, and it does it in so many different ways? In this case, you got a back who's quick and shifty, can make moves, make people miss, but also gets to and through a hole before it can close down. That's some of the benefits of that speed, not just outrunning people in the secondary. That led to a really nice game.
Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down.
6-man. Hey, echo. Right here, guys. Fight 51. Mike 51. All right, T, let's check. All right, T, get it.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football.
On plays like this where the ball comes free, it's often unusual for the team that lost it to get it back. Because this is the quarterback. The ball gets away from him. Everyone else is trying to execute what they're supposed to do on offense. They're usually looking in the other direction, downfield, or have moved away from him. In this case, though, a teammate is able to come up with the ball.
coming after you. I'm coming after you. 25. Check 20.
Rock it.
Check. Kill. Let's go.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. Oh, the pressure too great, and he goes down once more. The lightning rod, J.J. Watt with a sack. The start of this game shaping up nicely on that visiting sideline.
Yeah, how about that? You get your points on the opening drive, then you get a big sack there on 3rd down, and you make the home crowd go.
There is a hush indeed. Only 29 yards on the punt there. Definitely not his best. And the Texans with great field position to start this drive as they take over 1st and 10.
Watch the boot. Alert 3. Check 3. No. To the car.
On 1st down, it's Watson. And he hits his target. It's Kenny Stills. And he'll be brought down somewhat awkwardly here, and a late flag as well. I think this one's going to be a face mask. A big play that time through the air. 32 yards. And he'll give it here to his running back. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. It's a loss of a yard there, and now 2nd down.
A quick observation, Brandon, because early on in this game, I'm seeing linebackers playing with their noses close to the line of scrimmage.
And my guess is the wheels are turning on that other sideline. As a play caller, you're filing that away right now, aren't you?
Yeah, you're trying to find that opportunity later on when you can play action them or stick something to them between the 2nd and the 3rd level.
On 2nd and 11 now. Watson to the end zone, but it's incomplete. The Pro Bowler DeAndre Hopkins, the intended receiver. And it's 3rd down. He was all over that route defensively. Now, they had 2 picks last week as a unit. Couldn't quite grab that one.
Patience, Grasshopper. Patience. It's early in this game, but you like the fact that they're around the football early. They're going to be upset they didn't haul that one in, but at least they're there.
Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off inside the 5. Take this one home. It's a touchdown. Short throw, pick 6 right there. Those linebackers, they love when those short throws come and those eyes get real wide, don't they?
How about the anticipation on the play? Reading, reacting, and then the ability to catch the football and take it in the opposite direction.
Extra point put through by Succop, and we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20.
The Texans take over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here. Last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. All right, good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one, that didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position and not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
And runs like that with explosiveness, that's what this rookie can bring to the table.
And add to it speed, patience, vision. A rookie has all of that. That's usually a veteran's combo plate. I love this guy.
They stay on the ground. This time it's Johnson. And I think we've got a hold here. It's a 5-yard pickup for the moment. Let's see what our referee says.
Mike, set. 19.
Following the penalty, it's Johnson. And a short gain there down to the 37-yard line.
19.
Got tripped.
Got 24.
2-yard gain brings up 2nd down.
Now on 2nd and 16. Watson. His throw incomplete.
When you see passes knocked down by those guys I call the frustrated fullbacks, the linebackers, you know that in their zone coverage, they were able to drop, see the ball thrown, and react to it very quickly.
An incomplete pass on that last play, and that means they'll need to come up with something here on 3rd down.
Let's go, defense.
A shotgun snap for Watson. Got an open man. It's QT. A good pickup there, 21 yards. He missed on his first 3. Passes was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Watson off play action. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Texans have taken the lead. Fairbairn good with the extra point, and that makes the score 14-7. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And no run back here. This will be a touchback, and it comes out to the 25-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And on the last
they had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28.
Hey. 41 Mike. 41 Mike.
Hey, seam 6. Seam 6.
41 Mike, 41. In your face.
Here's a 2nd and 7. And that going to be incomplete. A lot of contact, no call, and it's 3rd down.
Walker, incomplete. Brings up 3rd down and 7.
They head to the line facing a 3rd and 7 following the incompletion on 2nd down.
Hey, Charlie.
Rush in.
They'll set up to throw. He gets it to Brown. Complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. An excellent pickup of 20 yards.
I think it all came together there. In-breaking route. Drove it with excellent pace. Money throw right there to move the sticks.
A first down carry for Henry. He's got the first down and more inside the 40. That one good for 33 and a first.
Well, they came into this game saying it was important that they set the tone and show that they can run the football. I believe that they've done that here in the first quarter.
First and 10 at the 20-yard line.
So a big play as it gets them all the way down to the 20 now for first and 10.
Look at me, zipper.
Through one quarter, 14-7 our score.
Texans 14, Hounds 7.
Break. Hey, orbit.
Pick it up. Mike 51, Mike 51. Check pass, check pass.
Go.
Shift, watch the shift. Check 13.
Now.
They keep it with Henry on first down. And this time the yards won't come so easy as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. That'll be a loss of 4 yards on the play. And that's going to make it second and 14.
Let's go. 30 base.
Here we go.
Smooth.
Three down. 51 to Mike.
55.
Second and 14. Under pressure, and he'll go down. Sacked back at the 31. J.J. Watt able to record his 5th sack of the season. Need something from deep in the bag of tricks here after first and second down went backwards. It's third and very long.
Five.
55. Right there in the middle. 55. I got one.
Get ready.
They'll set up a throw. This will be caught by Brown. And they're going to get him down well short of the first as he can only get this to about the 19. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
Brings up 4th down.
Now Ryan Suckup will come on and try the field goal. This from 36 yards out.
6 yards down.
And the 11-year veteran bangs it through. And they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. So the drive stalls out inside the 15-yard line, but they do get 3.
And I've talked with enough players nowadays, and when they have these types of kicks, then no one says to their guy, hey, that's just like making an extra point, piece of cake. Because the extra point is not a piece of cake anymore. But kicking a field goal from that distance, just give him confidence and let him knock it through.
Then he'll take this across the 25, a couple extra yards, up to the 27-yard line.
At their own 27-yard line.
The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. And now last drive so successful with the ground game, ending in a touchdown. Do you stick with that formula?
That would be the #1 thing you would think of, but so many guys now would look at it and say, we've got them set up so well for play action, now's the time to take a shot.
Yeah.
But, you know, there was a big-time coach in the state of Ohio who once said, if you throw the ball, if you put it in the air, 3 things can happen, and 2 of them are bad.
Is that what
he would have kept it on the ground.
Mike 55, Mike 55, Mike 55. Yeah, let's go sandwich. Mike 55, Mike 55.
Now a first down throw, Watson. And Stills bringing it in. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And a good quarterback facing zone coverage. If he has just a little bit of time to survey the scene, that's what's going to happen.
No doubt about it. If there's no pressure, he's going to continue to pick them apart because he'll have all that time to find someone open downfield. He can only cover for so long. So maybe they want to go to a zone blitz scheme, get a little bit more pressure. Remember when Carolina did that against Denver? They lost the game ultimately. They dropped the defensive end out, and he ended up with an interception in that game in Super Bowl 50. Maybe some sort of scheme like that to try and get more pressure at the passer.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. A run on 1st down, but it's not going to get him much. Maybe a yard, and that's all. Just a yard on the 1st down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, those big defensive linemen will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9.
I got 31. 55, Mike 55. Hey, eat. I got one. Mike 55. Right there in the middle. 55. I'm here.
After the run, Watson going to throw. It's complete to Hopkins. And taking it to the 15-yard line before he's brought down. 19 yards the pick up there. Move the chains. Watson in the offense going to come up 1st and 10. And he's 4 for 4 now, throwing the ball to start the drive. From the red zone now, Watson. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. DeAndre Hopkins once again the intended target. And it's 2nd down.
But one thing's for sure, when you get a big receiver and you trust him downfield, you're going to give him opportunities to go up and get that 50-50 ball.
And he is a darn good big receiver. Unfortunately, that time didn't work out. Nice job defensively. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Going to give this time to the tailback. And he'll get 4 there, down to about the 12-yard line.
Well, they certainly had success throwing the ball in this drive, and not as much running it as we just saw once again on that last play. Stopped after a very short gain. But I wouldn't abandon the run totally, because otherwise, pass rushers just tee off on your quarterback. Makes it very, very difficult.
And he's in. Touchdown, Houston. Duke Johnson, his 3rd touchdown now on the year. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And that makes it a 21-10 game. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll take it back to about the 19-yard line.
Here we go. These guys take over 1st and 10 at their own 19-yard line.
Ready up.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They'll look to make some inroads here, trailing 21-10 as they come up on a 1st and 10.
Go.
Here's a play fake as they set up to throw. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Clemson product, DJ Reader, got in for the sack.
The amount of sacks that they've absorbed in this game is absolutely extraordinary. Let's just face it. This offensive line, flat out, cannot handle this pass rush. It's been demonstrated time and time again.
Sacks, a growing theme in this 1st half. This is 2nd and long. They'll drop the throw. And that one goes incomplete. He's maybe lucky it wasn't a fumble as he got hit as he threw it.
It's been my observation there's been a nice variety of play calling defensively. You and I often talk about an offense's ability to keep a defense off balance with what they're doing. I think the converse has been true in this game.
I think you're right. They seem to have gone off tendency quite a bit, but only the 2nd quarter. A lot of time to change things.
Right here, guys.
Hey. High 7. Ready go. Let's go.
He'll look to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. You can tell they were hoping for a flag there offensively. Several on the sideline motioning, hey, why not a penalty? Why not a penalty? What did you see?
Yeah, I think you've got to let them play, and the officials are instructed, if there's contact coming from both sides, no flag. Let them fight it out.
And forces fourth down. 1:57 to go in this first half on EA Sports. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Watson. And this is caught. A spectacular one-handed grab there. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup.
Gotta love the catch. I think you got to love the gloves as well.
Yeah, these one-handed catches, that was great, and they're fun. They're becoming a little more ho-hum, aren't they?
Yeah, they really are, and I know that it sounds like we're taking credit away from the guys, and we don't mean that at all. They really work hard on this one-handed catch thing, but I think the gloves have to be helping in a big way.
To throw is Watson. They'll tussle for it, and this is going to be caught. And he's brought down, but not before he reaches the 8-yard line. That one goes for 24 yards. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. If this defense wants to stay in this ballgame, they've got to start ending some drives. That helps.
And they have to look ahead at what they expect the offense to do. And right now with that lead, that's run the football. So you don't just stack the line of scrimmage. You have to get upfield and try and make some plays in their backfield.
And a little bit of space there takes it inside the 5 to the 3. Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 26 seconds to go until halftime. From the 3 now, here they come on 3rd and goal.
Let's go. Go, 37's the Mike. Mike 37. Man, I got 9. Let's go.
Out of the gun, Watson. That is caught. Hopkins for the Texans touchdown. DeAndre Hopkins with his 2nd touchdown of the game, number 8 on the season. And the Texans push further out in front. Fairbairn good with the extra point. On the NFL scoreboard, an update from Foxborough. The Patriots, they're out to an early lead. And we'll be sure to keep an eye on that one as we go along here. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
They'll take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. You've got less than 30 seconds left here in the half. You're well on your own side of the field. What are we doing here, Coach Davis?
Well, I'm trying something on 1st down, and it's something that's safe. It's something that's been done many times before. A lot of people say it's not even worth trying, but I'm running a draw. I'm running a screen. I'm seeing if something pops, and if it does, that can alter my strategy and potentially get me some points. And if it doesn't work, well, then you just run the clock out and go to the locker room.
Wahoo!
41. I'm going to wedge that.
To go.
Back to throw now on 1st down. And that'll be incomplete with 11 seconds remaining now.
Intended for Derrick Henry. Incomplete. Brings up 2nd and 10.
Okay, ready?
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Deuce. Check down. Jackrabbit. Come on. Hey, Alpha. Hit it.
2nd and 10. He's going deep for Brown. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go.
Intended for A.J. Brown. Incomplete.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
Double. Big
They'll throw now on the final play. Looking here for Smith downfield. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete. We have hit halftime. Still 2 more quarters to go. We'll take a timeout. We'll be back after this. You're watching the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. It's in the game. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That'll be taken in the end zone. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
They'll take over. First down and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is I'm doing it, though. This is a really important drive. And we often talk about teams scripting plays to start a game. A lot of them script to start the second half, too. And they're scripting something that they expect to get them into the end zone and back into this game.
We'll see if that script is a good one for them. So after the incompletion, 2nd and 10 from the 22. He'll drop to throw. And that'll be incomplete. Took a pretty good shot as he tried to pull that one in. Couldn't hang on, 3rd down.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Hey, exit. On the 5.
Back to throw here. And he's got a man, Corey Davis. The result, a first down as the quick slant gets him 14. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on 3rd down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can trust you being in the right spot, and they connected there and picked up a first down.
Ready?
They'll look to throw here. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Whitney Merciless picks up his 2nd sack of the afternoon.
Brandon, I think you understand the type of afternoon this offensive line is having. It is a long one for them. Long for you to spend it with me. Long for them trying to block those guys. They've given up a whole lot of sacks, and the speed and quickness of that defensive line is eating them alive.
Hey, Zoo.
Mike 51.
They'll look to throw. Flush to his right. Uncorks one for Davis. That's caught at the 25. And a huge play that time. 45 yards. Obviously, they're not where they want to be right now on the scoreboard. Big plays like that, though, that'll trend them in the right direction.
Yeah, a few more like that, they'll be right back in the game. And if they can continue to do that.
Under pressure, and down he goes. They sack him back at the 36. Bernardrick McKinney muscled his way in for the sack.
This has been a tough one for this offensive line. It appears almost like they've been on roller skates this entire game, the way they've been pushed around. 6 sacks given up in this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Hey, foxtrot.
51, Mike. Mike 51. Hey, let's get some penetration here. Let's get some penetration. 51 to Mike, boy. 51. Go.
Now back to throw. Completes it to Davis. That one a gain of 20 and a first down.
That's good for Memphis.
This quarterback now 5 straight completions here in this second half. 1st and 10. Running from the gun with Henry. They stopped after only a yard, taking it down to the 14. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
2nd and 9 now. Got a man. It's Brown. And he'll go down here at the 12-yard line. That throw good for only a couple. It brings up 3rd down.
Well, if you do read man coverage, Brandon, the drag route's a pretty good one to run against it because you're running away from people on it.
An 8-play drive to this point. So here's play number 9 on 3rd and 7.
Go.
Watch the run.
Hey, Echo. Go. Hit it.
Back to throw. This is caught. And he will have the first down before he's brought down at the 3. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. Trying to punch it in with Henry. And he is into the end zone for a touchdown. Derrick Henry, his 2nd touchdown on the season. And his guys are able to close that gap just a bit. That's a score you felt they had to have here in the 3rd quarter to get back in this game.
And you know that there was an emphasis on their side. Hey, we know this. We know where we are. But sometimes that binds you up so much that you try too hard, you don't get the score. A perfect combination of urgency, yet relaxed enough to get it done.
Hey, team 6. Team 6.
Hey, here I come. Here I come. Here I come.
Shoot.
They'll try and run it in with Henry. And he will find the end zone again. So he gets the touchdown and the 2-point conversion. And that'll cut this deficit down a little bit further. So the lead back down to 10 as things get a little more interesting. And the kick is away. That's fielded in the end zone. And in hindsight, probably should have stayed where he was, as he'll only get back to the 16-yard line. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. After the long touchdown drive we just saw, you wonder if maybe that's taken a little of the wind out of this offense. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Picked by Kevin Byard. And bulldozing his way through. Trying to get it that time to Stills. That interception sets them up in the red zone.
And you could hear it all the way up here. Oski, everyone turned to block, find a spot, and now they're set up inside the red zone for their offense.
51. Watch the screen, watch the screen.
Now.
They'll come out throwing here on 1st down, eluding the pressure right. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down. On 2nd down now, it's Henry, and tackled down after a gain of 3. Leaves him with 1 yard to go on 3rd down. Call it a gain of 3, but not enough to move the sticks. It'll be 3rd and about a foot or 2.
Set, ready? 60 outlaw.
Here we go, D.
Hey, Sam, ready?
They'll try to run for the first with Henry. And Henry fighting for the marker, but I don't think he got there. He did not.
That's a really alert defense there because they saw the heavy look come in from the offense, countered it with extra linebackers who brought a little bit of speed and heft, and able to really make a big-time play for their defense.
I guess they figure they got to start taking some chances. Here's a big one in this 3rd quarter as he'll go for it on 4th down.
Switch.
49, check 49.
They'll run. It's Henry. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. They'll get neither the touchdown nor the 1st down. And this Texans defense stands tall. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. The 3rd quarter has not been kind to them. After they built that lead at intermission, they've seen that lead shrink.
And how much of that is simply execution? How much of that is maybe you lose your edge a little bit because you've got a lead? And you do have to credit the other team some because they've made some adjustments to start to slow them down. Can they find those counters now? Those extra plays or plays they haven't run that'll be effective and get them back moving again?
They'll be looking for something here, anything to seize that momentum back.
52. Hey, 31. Hustle.
1st and 10. Watson. He finds an opening past the 40. He finds Hopkins complete. That's good for a Texan first down, a 12-yard pickup. And he's certainly been a huge factor in this when he's got the 2 touchdowns to his credit. Now they look to him again. He picks up the first.
Yeah, I can hear everyone saying, well, why don't you cover him, double him, triple him, do what you have to do. But sometimes they get locked into such a groove and such a connection, it doesn't matter how many guys are in his area.
He certainly looks to be in that groove right now. On first down, it's Watson. This one brought in by the 6'5" tight end Waring. And he'll work it across midfield inside the 45. The catch and run there, good for 16 and a first. Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Here's Watson. It's Waring, the tight end, with it. A fresh set of downs on a gain of 13 there for the Texans.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
Now a play fake here on first down. Going and intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. Picked up by the USC man, Adoree Jackson. 2-score game here in the 4th, and that pick, it kind of keeps the door ajar, doesn't it?
It does, and you wonder about their strategy because with a 2-score lead, you would think maybe you're just sitting on it and trying to drain some clock. It's almost like they felt like, hey, we've got a good cushion. We can keep pressing it. It ended up costing them.
Man open, that's Ray McLeod.
This possession means so much for them. They've got to focus on this drive and find a way to make this a one-possession game. Got to get a score.
Yeah, so good with a field goal. Don't necessarily need a touchdown. Throwing again on 2nd down, but this time it's incomplete.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right.
Yeah.
Out of the gun now on 3rd down. Uncorks one for Davis. It's caught inside the 25. And he's into the end zone for the receiving touchdown. Corey Davis, his 2nd touchdown on the season, as they are now just an extra point away from making this a 3-point game. Extra point up and good by Suckup. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter. So just a 3-point game now as they send this one away. That'll be taken in the end zone. And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Texans offense ready to go here for their next drive. I'm curious to see, Charles, about the play calling on this drive. Last time out, the interception that led to a touchdown. Here we are. I mean, very close, 1-score game.
Yeah, and if I'm a defender, I'm actually
weaving through traffic, and now he's free. Touchdown, Houston. A great effort there. An 80-yard touchdown. And the Texans push further out in front. Extra point by Fairbairn, up and good. And the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's able to get it across the 20, but not by much, as he's marked down at the 21-yard line. The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score...
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. Offensively, they're going to have to figure this out before next week. 7 sacks in one game.
Yeah, that's more than any quarterback should have to bear. And if this continues on, there will be another quarterback quarterback in the game because no one can stand up to this week after week.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this is going to wind up incomplete. The coverage there too strong on the deep ball, and now they face a third down.
I remember a coach telling me a long time ago the difference between playing corner and safety in the NFL. Corner is like the Autobahn. Everybody just flying by, and these corners have been in this game, although they got it done on the last play.
On the last play, yes, but there have been some good numbers put up against them offensively.
Here I come again. Here I come again. Here I come again. Hey, alert 3, alert 3.
You're out.
Hey, Mike, 51.
Be careful.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And he's going to be brought down. Back at his own 6-yard line. Whitney merciless. Able to disrupt yet another pass play. That is his 3rd sack of the afternoon. All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it.
Hey, high 7.
41 Mike, right here. 41 Mike. Ain't no such thing as a loss. 41 Mike. 41 Mike. Yeah. You don't want none. Mike 41. Mike 41. I'm coming after you. I'm coming after you.
And now we're going to get a delay of game. And that's going to back them up halfway. They're inching closer and closer here to the wrong goal line.
When you're backed up like that, all you're trying to do is make sure you don't give up a big play, right? You don't miss an assignment that really gets you into more trouble.
Here's Brett Kern now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. And he's able to get it out of there, and this is a pretty good kick. Now Austin. A great return there of 22 yards. And this offense, they're going to have excellent field position. They take over with a 1st and 10 on the short side of the field.
Mike, set. 19.
Mike. It's our time. It's our time, guys. It's our time.
He's got the 1st down here inside the 30. A well-executed 22-yard gain.
This is one of those plays that has an equal chance of either being a big gain or a big loss, but with the college influence, we're seeing more of these plays come into the NFL.
Set. 19.
Mike 37. Come on, baby. Come on, let's go. He's coming. He's coming. Double up.
Now a 1st down throw. Watson able to get away.
That's why you keep the...
And he's taken to the ground, but he was pulled down by the face mask. Here come the flags. And I believe this is going to be a 1st down. The penalty moves him into the red zone here on 1st and 10.
High 31. And no time now.
Mike 37. Watch the run. Watch the run.
From the gun, here's Watson. Checked, but he can't get away forever, and down he goes. Jayon Brown charging hard from that linebacker spot, and he drops him for a loss of 11. Well, they're in some hot water now. After that sack, it's 2nd and 21. Now Watson. And the pressure will get to him. He goes down. Now there is a flag on the play, but this looks like holding on the offense. So they will take the sack instead of the penalty.
And it takes another down off the series. But the biggest one of all, do you want to tell the guy who just got the sack that it no longer counts?
No.
No, not at all.
And this 3rd down looking very tough after the holding penalty. 3rd and long. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's able to get it to the edge of the red zone at the 20-yard line. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the 1st down due to the previous penalty.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing, often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line.
Ready, break.
The offense now at the line, ready for their next drive. And down on the scoreboard, certainly needing to avoid what happened on the last drive, punting the football. Into double coverage, and it's intercepted. Bernardrick McKinney, the linebacker, picks it. That time defensively looked like they showed quite a bit of pressure but backed off, and it proved fruitful. They get the pick.
He went through all of his rules about getting rid of the ball quickly because he read blitz. He saw all those people stacked at the line of scrimmage, and then they fooled him by dropping into coverage. Now he's ready to get rid of the ball fast, but guess what? Too many defenders out there. Exactly as you described, an interception.
Suddenly it's 1st and goal after the interception. A quick blitz coming, and down he goes. Rashad Evans, the linebacker, recording the sack there. Now from the 7, here's 2nd and goal. And he'll give it here to his running back. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. Call it no gain that time, and now it's 3rd and goal. They've been so good on 3rd down all day long. Can they convert another here on 3rd and goal?
Mike, 55. Right there. Alert. I'm trying to collect. Watch twist.
A shotgun snap for Watson. And that is caught. Touchdown, Texans. Kenny Stills, his first touchdown here of the new campaign. And the Texans use the short field to their advantage as they cash in for 6. Watson now, operating from the gun. And this is going to be caught. So add 2 more to the lead as they continue to pour it on here in the 4th. So after the touchdown, here's Fairbairn now to kick it away. This is fielded a couple yards deep. And he'll bring it a few past the 20 to the 23-yard line.
They'll take over. 1st down and 10.
Ready.
The offense back out there at the line, ready for their next drive. And last time, 1 play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out.
Under pressure, and the Texans able to get in there for the sack. J.J. Watt, he's the one to get him, and that is sack number 7 for him on the year. 2nd and 14. And we are inside of 2 minutes left in this lopsided affair. So it's our home team here in possession of the football as we come back. They face a 3rd down now as they try to find a late score. Got an open man. It's McLeod. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Give them 19 there as the drive marches forward. Looking to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down. Another incompletion. You know, it's a wonder he's still moving around back there the number of times he's been sacked.
Yeah, he's staying out there, isn't he? And you don't think about it much in a game like this, but he's showing incredible leadership. Still competing, still fighting, not taking himself out of a ball game that appears lost.
And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. He'll look to throw, and this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down. You know, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
Oh, he's got a little daylight. Touchdown! Derrick Henry. He scored on the ground and through the air. And his guys are able to cut into that deficit.
And yeah, that touchdown counts for their team, but I think it counts more for the fantasy guys, doesn't it?
Yeah, it's just something maybe positive to look at on film, but this one's over, let's be honest.
Yeah, I agree with you totally on that one.
Now the Texans will burn the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. And this one travels out of bounds, so unsuccessful there on the onside kick try. Good starting field position for the Houston Texans here as they come up 1st and 10 on their side of midfield at the 47. And they give this time to the tailback. And he'll fight forward maybe to the line of scrimmage, but that's all. Now the defense going to use the first of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with a little over 50 seconds left to go in the game. Another running situation on the doorstep as they come up 2nd and 10. They'll keep it on the ground. Moss. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. A pickup of 11 and a Texans 1st down. They'll run on 1st down. It's Moss. It's a 6-yard pickup, and it gets him to 2nd and 4. 6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 35-yard line.
And Watson's going to throw it here. He's going to look deep end zone for Hopkins. And that will be incomplete. Tried to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down. But, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing to win and put up the amount of points that they did. Boy, were they clicking on offense.
They can't help but feel great about themselves, can they? I mean, what a game to put up that number of points, continually feel like they're moving the ball and things are working and clicking. They think that they can bottle this and carry it with them.
And as an offensive coordinator, you just don't think you can do anything wrong. Whatever you call, run, pass, it's all going to work.
That's called being in the zone.
So for Houston, it's an ideal start as they move to 3-0 now on the young.